Yes, it came from outer space to fill the world with terror, to bring you unforgettable suspense. What was it? Where did it come from? Who were the all-powerful creatures it brought from outer space?
Hey, what's up, guys? It's me, TSP Ralph Shiva. I am the spiritual philanthropist. Things, guys, I want to let you know that, yes, there's some strange things going on in the world. A lot of people aren't privy to the knowledge, and they think it's just another hoax. It could be, but I don't think so because of the scale of which it has been aspiring to. Meaning that people only started really paying attention when it hit New Jersey. Then when it started escalating into more and more drones going over certain areas, the airspace was supposed to be limited only to military. They were penetrating the defenses and the radars, like I said before. Okay, guys, I found this really cool drone footage, and this is over New Jersey. But the thing that's really interesting is that, you know, the more that you look at this and you see that the thing that they're having a hard time with is the actual propulsion systems, you know, and that's really what should be a question here, is where's their propulsion system at, you know? And you just don't see it. You don't see one. You know, what's really making these things fly? You know, how are they hovering up there? How are they flying over the ocean? You know how many miles are across the ocean? They're coming up from over the ocean and then going back over. They're going long distances. They jump off radar. They're outmaneuvering helicopters, and affecting electronics by it's like an EMP hits the electronics. It's an electromagnetic pulse that knocks out the electricity. So, you know, they're carrying all these attributes, and this is what the hard thing is. But anyway, let's take a look at this and see what's going on. Wow, look at what this thing looks like. That looks actually really cool. You know, I don't see any propulsion system. That's the thing. The closer they get, I don't see a propulsion system. I don't see propellers. I really don't see any fumes coming out from the back. Let's see when they get up close what this looks like. So let's pause it there for a second. It looks like a metal bird, literally, like how they would use that term back in the day. You know, look at this thing, man. Wow. So these lights are here, but I don't know what these lights are exactly. It's a very odd shaped craft. I mean, it has this wing-like thing here, probably one on that side too, where the other light is. So it has like sort of a V shape and something in the middle here, and which is probably the main compartment. But it almost looks like a sort of like an X-wing fighter, but I guess it would be considered a Y. Because it doesn't have the other part to it, but it kind of almost reminds me of that, or some form of a Star Wars ship. Boy, I'm really baffled by this stuff, man, but the technology is fascinating. Hey, what's up, guys? It's me, TSP Ralph Shiva. So I've been watching this video here, and it's interesting. I'm not too sure. I just started seeing this, so let's see who this guy is here. This guy here that I'm pointing at with the cursor right now. If you can see that, he is an astrophysicist. So it's interesting what he says here, but I find that there might be also another perspective of what he's talking about, and he's talking about the idea of aliens being able to travel and traverse interstellar space. You know, even if they're going at the speed of light, how I guess that it doesn't make sense, because the distance is so far to travel. And even if they didn't make it here, like the drones that we're seeing now, why would they, you know, look like our drones? Why would they be mimicking us in some way? And he says he finds it highly unlikely. But there's a reason just watch this recording and you judge for yourself, and I'll tell you how I feel afterwards, okay?
And I find it interesting that the kinds of technology they have tend to resemble ours.
They couldn't get in. I hear they can't open doors.
They mastered space flight, but they can't get through a wooden door.
He's kind of saying that it doesn't make any sense that alien life would come here with similar technology to ours that looks very similar. And he's saying that it only makes more sense that if it's an adversary here on Earth, like, some of our enemies, the United States enemies, people that we're at war with, so those lights are supposed to be like FFA lights. Because they said a lot of them are carrying the standard FFA lights, which most aircraft will have to kind of signal down below, which is brilliant. If it's not human made, they made a perfect Trojan horse to get in. That's mimicking our technology in some way, but it also has its own capability in other ways. It's amazing. It's truly amazing. Drones are becoming so common now, but these new drones, or whatever these drones are, alien drones, whatever you want to call them, they really blow my mind. They also stuff. Don't watch this, because I'm good with watching scary stuff, and this made me get chills going up and down my spine. Literally made my hair stand on end, and I'm just still feeling that man screaming, or all those men screaming for their lives, so God knows what they saw. So when you see it, you're gonna be blown away by it. Wow, this looks like something from if you see these old paintings, biblical paintings, and they have something flying in the sky, the sun disk. This looks like the sun disk. It looks almost exactly like what they call sun disks. Wow, that is so crazy. And it's just floating around up there. Pretty good maneuvering, actually. But this is giving out, what scares me here is this is giving out some kind of fumes. Now that's probably being done purposely, most likely. What are those fumes there? What are they letting out into the air, man? I don't know. I always have a feeling that if it is our government, then something big's about to happen, and they're basically kind of setting in hopes, setting something up to maybe neutralize. If it's radiation, they might be spraying something in the atmosphere to help neutralize the radiation, if they know, or they have some idea, or something figured out that we may be potentially in, heading towards that part of unfortunately what might be our future, and if it is, hopefully whatever they're spraying in the air will help us and help the animal life and everything else. But I hope that we don't go. I'm not, I definitely don't want to see us go into or get into anything bad. I don't want to see anybody get hurt. Honestly, I can't say I don't want to see anybody get hurt. There are people that are like enemies to me. I hope they get hurt. I can't help that. I have to work through that. Look, I'm human, guys. Okay, at the end of the day, we're all human. We all have flaws. And I'm being funny, okay, guys. So I know there'll be a whole bunch of people. How could you say that? How could you say that you want the people that actually broke your arms and legs to get hurt? You're supposed to love and forgive them and let them break your arm and leg again. I'm just kidding, guys. But so what the scary thing about these drones are? They look like they're police in the sky. That's the thing that looks weird to me, is that they look like police in the sky. And I don't know what to think, man. Because, well, anyway, you see the Terminator and you see there were killer drones and they acted like police in the sky. I think that's where we're going now, and they're probably getting the public used to seeing this, saying this is normal. You're going to be seeing this more often. You know, they're going to maybe start patrolling the sky. Maybe this is our technology, but there's too many aerospace engineers and military experts with drones saying that they've never seen anything like it. So that, this is a really hard thing to try and figure out, because everybody's giving a different story, and these are relevant sources, relevant people. So it just blows my mind that we're still trying to guess and figure this out. Look how far we are into it. So I don't know if it's an actual threat to the United States or a threat to the world. None of us know. But guys, I'll be putting more videos out like this very soon. So I'm going to show you a video after this that's going to blow your mind. And this is during a time like this that it's happening. And this video that I'm going to show you is so real, and you could hear the fear in these people's voices that it brings chills down to you. If you're not good with watching scary stuff, don't watch this. Wow, I just watched it again, and really watching that thing walking up to them, they look really tall. If they're bent over and that tall, I mean, they got to be close to 7 to 8 feet, because they look really tall. Hearing that man's voice was sending chills down my spine, because you could hear the actual fear in this man's voice. I mean, that's bone chilling, man. And then to see that, and then also, it's even more scary when the government is facing something of a threat, but you're not sure exactly what it is. It's an unknown threat in present. It's clear and present, but it's an unknown threat, and it's very odd that we're in this situation. But to see videos like this now, what if they are like dropping off these things, here, their people or whatever it is, maybe to do something, infiltrate us. If they wanted to communicate, they would have communicated already, but they seem more doing this more of an observation type scanning thing in the sky, which is really odd. But getting back to this, the reason I say this is because all these things I think are tied in or connected somehow. I really do. I mean, it's just not so coincidental that these things would be, this would be happening at this time right now. It doesn't make any sense, For these things to happen at this moment in time, the way that it's happening, it's just not, I just don't believe it's coincidental at all. I really don't. Like I said, those screams really scare the hell out of me. And let me see if I can get a close-up of this thing again. And we could really see it here. Hold on. Let's see. Hang tight, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I really hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, definitely hit that like button, subscribe. You know the whole deal on what to do, guys. My stomach's going crazy, so I sound funny, and you gotta forgive me, man. Alright, so